This is note 5 on day 41b. India spread the knowledge of how to grow cotton and sugar, and new types of rice emerged from Southeast Asia. I think we talked about that rice previously. That was the rice that you could plant and grow 2 entire crops worth in a year. So it really helped the food production in Asia. Indian mathematical concepts, and they had numbers including zero, like several other civilizations, including mine, spread through the Arabic peoples. And we called them Arabic numerals, and they spread to Europe, but they were originally from India. So Arabic numerals, because they did spread through Arabic merchants, were originally from India. So that's kind of interesting. We get that mathematical development during this time. And it certainly helped the record keeping for all this mercantilism we're doing. Number 7, Christianity did sometimes incorporate Roman polytheistic beliefs like veneration of the saints, having all of these saints to worship who intervene. Note number 8, Bantu-based languages spread to southern and eastern Africa, including the language of Swahili, a very influential language with the Bantu people language origin. And in the West, Latin-based Romance languages, including French, Spanish, diffused across Western Europe after the fall of Rome. So one of Rome's influences is the Roman Latin-based languages, also called the Romance languages, but more having to do with Romance. All those influences there. Now we're going to do section C, the travels of Marco Polo and of Ibn Battuta. I'll explain who these famous people were. So first we're going to talk about Marco Polo. In 1274 AD, Marco Polo, who was an Italian merchant, completed a long journey that led him to the court of the Mongol leader Kublai Khan in China. And please spell Khan correctly on your notes, K-H-A-N. Switch that A and that H there, K-H-A-N for Khan. And Marco Polo making it to Beijing to visit Kublai Khan, K-H-A-N. Note number 2, Marco Polo served Kublai Khan, and again it's K-H-A-N, for the next 17 years before returning to Italy. Note number 3, Marco Polo produced a written account of the sights, the people, and the events he encountered, and this diary became a bestseller in Europe and influenced a lot of people to want to get these wonderful goods and innovations that the East had come up with. And now we're going to talk about the Age of Exploration, because the combination of the Crusades, Marco Polo's explorations, and eventually the bubonic plague, which we'll talk about, bring about this Age of Exploration that we have. And we're going to start a new section of notes. So if you want to write Age of Exploration, and number 1 is the discovery, reconnaissance, and expansion. A, factors encouraging overseas exploration. Number 1, a growing demand for sugar in Europe. So it's the sweet tooth is at fault, motivated explorers to find places suitable to grow sugar as a cash crop. Number 2, the various royal leaders wanted to be represented abroad and wanted to have their status increased. An essential question to think about is, what were the causes of the Age of Exploration? Sugar, representing the crown abroad. Note number 3, it was possible to have an Age of Exploration because of newly designed caravel ships. They were versatile, they could carry large cargoes. Note number 4, the innovation of gunpowder from China meant that they could protect themselves with cannons, and European ships using these cannons and gunpowder became the most devastating weapon on the planet at the time. So they felt invincible to go abroad. Note number 5, the compass and the astrolabe and the increased availability of maps. Printing press, once you have the printing press in Europe in the 1500s, you have maps more easily accessible to various sailors and merchants and captains of ships. The astrolabe could let you know what latitude you were at.